Hello, everyone. I'm just recording a quick video to help everybody keep track of their students' work on Google Classroom and a little bit in the Schooltool parent portal. We just finished the first week of quarter four, kind of our first, beginning to a quarter with this online distance learning model. And I just want to give everybody some pointers on how you can use your students' Chromebooks to kind of check up on how they're doing. Because I know it's kind of hard. I've had my own kids, I've asked them, hey, did you get your work done? Yeah, I'm all done. And they weren't. I've gotten emails and had to go track them down and ask them about it. And it turns out they just didn't feel like doing it. So I understand your pain of trying to get your kids to get their work done. But I want to give you guys some tips and tricks. All right, I'm going to jump over to a student view. Now, this is the view of the parent portal for Schooltool. This is the program we use to record our grades and keep all the student information in. You have access to this. If you don't have this set up, please email Mrs. Sullivan in the guidance office. They can help you get signed up. There's a paper you got to sign, and they might have a workaround for this, when everything's closed right now. But it will allow you to access their information, their grades. You can even download a free app that goes on a phone, and anytime a grade pops in, it will alert you. Now, you can turn those alerts on and off depending on how much you want to be notified by it. Now, if you look at this particular student, this is a student that has not been caught up. If you look, this is a Team Blue 6th grader. You can see a lot of the different assignments. You can see from chorus, it shows the date it was assigned, it shows the maximum score, and it shows what the student earned. If it's blank over here or there's an M in it, that means it's missing and that student has not done that work yet. Typically, if you look at the assignments, I try to be very descriptive in my assignments so you kind of know what you're looking at, and I see some of the other teachers do this as well. You'll look through here and you can see which assignments are missing. This is an easy way to tell, hey, does my kid have all his stuff done? Is there something missing? This will tell you. And if you look at this description and it doesn't make sense, go to your child. It's been my experience that the kids often know a lot more than they let on. They act dumb when I ask them, like, hey, what about this? Oh, I don't know. But then when you sit them down and make them look it up, all of a sudden they remember that they know how to do all this stuff. Most of your kids have been checking on their work and their grades all year, so they should be pretty comfortable in the Schooltool parent portal. But when you're looking it up, you're looking for the assignments tab. Once you sign in for the first time, you'll see your child's name at the top. If you click at their name, it brings you to this screen with a bunch of different tabs you can click on. Now, there's at the very top has your student's contact information and their picture. I'm kind of keeping this, a little bit anonymous here. Now, I want to show you what it looks like when you look at a student's work in my class. Now, this is one of my students, and if you click at the classwork tab, you can see this is our week's work. These are all the things they had to do this week. Now, I have also clicked on another student. There it is. They look identical, but here's where it gets interesting. If you click on each post or have your child do this, because I am showing you what they see when they log in. If you click on this, you'll see every assignment has a little word right here. If it says graded, it means it's been finished. If it says graded, again, finished, graded, and then this particular one says turned in. Now be careful. Students can turn in something blank. So if you're noticing that the teacher is saying something's not done, but it shows that it's turned in, it might be that they did not do it. So this particular student is all caught up. They've done all the assignments for the week, and they are good to go. Now, next week, there's going to be a quarter four, week 2, and you'll see some assignments appear under that for social studies. Now, this particular student, if we look at their posts, you'll notice it says assigned. That green word assigned means that it has not been turned in yet. It is not finished. So this person has not played their quizzes review game. All they have to do is come here, click this, and play their game, and they're good. Same with this Ed Puzzle video. They click here to get to their video, but it says it's assigned. It is not done yet. If I click over here, I see another one. Assigned. They have not finished this one, and this person has also not finished their knowledge check. Now, this is kind of like a quiz, except it's open notes. Here's the notes they can open up. Here's where they click to get to their quiz. And it says up here, assigned. So it tells me that this student is not caught up yet. Now, I'm going to include some tips and tricks in the email I'm going to share this video with, but some things you want to keep in mind as you're kind of navigating your way through this new online distance learning model. Now, I don't want to overstep and tell anybody how to do anything. I just want to offer some things that have worked for me with my own students and my own kids at home. If your child seems to be doing fine, they have something figured out, great, go with that. But if you are in a position where your student is not getting their work done and you're falling behind, there might be some things we can try. And the good news is it's not something you have to learn on the computer. Now, having your student show you this stuff, I think, is the key. I know it's really hard for different families. Some families have people working that are still out there working and, don't have as much time to get back in and work with their students. I completely understand that. So I am more than sympathetic. If there's anything that comes up and you can't get something done, please just email me and let me know what's going on. I'm here to help. Any questions, you can always email me. I'll help with those. I would suggest you try to get your student on somewhat of a schedule. Have them check in at 9 or 9:30 each day. The district is set 9 o'clock as kind of the deadline for when new posts will show up showing the assignments. Now, there might be little follow-up posts throughout the day, but a student's assignment should be posted by 9 a.m. that day. So if you can sit down with your student and have them go through each of their Google Classrooms, if they click on them, and if they go to the classwork tab or the stream, you will see the posts for each day. And the teachers are getting better and better at being descriptive and labeling them, so it should be easier to follow. Now, if you sit down with them and make them show you, it's amazing what they realize they have to get done when there's a parent kind of looking over their shoulder. I would also suggest getting a scrap piece of paper each day maybe and making a to-do list. I did this with my third grader at home, and he was all done with everything, and then we looked at his classroom page and it was like, hey, what about this? What about this? And they needed to be finished. So we just made a little list, made little boxes next to each thing, and then he checked them off as he went. And I think it gave him some guidance. I think he felt good about it. He's like, okay, I know what I need to do now. So if you sit down and kind of, touch base with your child, and this might not be something you have to do every day, but if you kind of establish a little bit of a routine, this will be something I think that can help them kind of keep up with this. If you look at the social studies site, we have a post probably about 4 out of 5 days, with usually one day kind of in there as a catch-up day. They are not huge assignments. They're usually watching a video and a quick response. It should not take more than 15 or 20 minutes. However, if you don't do it all week, it can really be kind of intimidating if you're trying to do all this work at once. So just checking in each day for that little bit of an assignment is going to go a long way and help your student. Remember, your student has used Google Classroom all school year. In many cases, they've used it for the last couple years. So make them show you. They can show you all the stuff you're going to need to know. If you ever have any questions, you can always email me. I'm more than happy to check things out and offer any advice or support I can. So I hope this video finds you well and is somewhat helpful. I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Oops.